Welcome back to Plant Etc. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to do a bit of a different video. So this is the beginning of the year and all of us are looking back. We're kind of thinking, what did we do in 2024? What did we miss out on? What should we have done differently? How could things have gone better? For some of us, there were new doors that opened up, new opportunities that we took on. And some of us kind of closed the door on some opportunities. We didn't even look at them. So this is me telling you, kind of looking at towards 2025, what are you going to do differently? As you start the new year, I'm sure you're like a lot of people, you make a list. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to exercise some more. Maybe quit smoking if you're a smoker. I'm going to take care of my finances. Definitely, I'm going to be cooking at home and saving my money. Those are the things we think about. But what about if you took a new challenge this year? What if you thought, I might start a YouTube channel? Yeah, why not? Maybe you should start one too. I'll give you my little story. It's now been a year since I've been on YouTube. I couldn't believe it. I got the little cake celebration thing from YouTube. They send you this little note here that you see that shows you've been on the site now for a year creating content. I've made about 17 or 18 long form videos and then several shorts from that. But it's been amazing. It's not easy. Do not kid yourself if you think you're going to take this on. It's not as simple as everybody says. Life gets in the way quite a bit. I did 17 to 18 videos. I was planning at first to do one a week. Of course, I was going to get there. I was going to do it, but that didn't happen. Get busy. Life gets in the way, like I said, so I ended up doing 17 videos, which I'm really proud of. I'm really happy I had that many done. This year, yes, I'm going to try and do a bit more. That's what I'm saying to myself. I'm going to try and produce some more. Of course, now that you're thinking about it, you're saying to yourself, oh my God, there's way too many people out there doing videos. There are tons of videos. There's tons of influencers. What's the difference if I add mine? Of course, what you have to remember is, what did you learn from YouTube? I'm sure you learned how to build a few things, how to fix your computer when you got that scary blue screen. I know I learned how to do my natural hair on YouTube. I learned how to take care of my hair, how to braid my hair. And like others during the pandemic, I'm sure you learned how to cut your hair watching some YouTubes. Some people have even learned how to cook, how to clean. There is so many different things you can bring to YouTube by doing your videos. You will find your community. Remember that thing that everybody runs away from you every time you start to speak about it? Whatever it's going to be, could even be taxes. That's the thing that you need to do. That's what you need to do on YouTube. That's what you need to put a video, because you're passionate about it. And your passion is going to show as you start sharing that information. Of course, like I said, it's not simple. But it is simple in the sense of just grab your camera, start recording. Just start. Take the first step. Take the plunge. Get it done. As you do it, you will get better. I've heard before that your first 50 videos are really just
shit, let's say. They're not really that good.
So don't worry about it. You will make lots of mistakes. You'll have to repeat. You'll have to change things. It's okay. You also don't really need to get fancy with doing a bunch of editing and things like that. YouTube right now really likes raw videos, people that are just showing how things are. So don't be shy, just do it. I am saying that, and here I am hiding behind my camera, but that's what works for me. You will find your voice and what method works for you. Yes, you can be just like me and be behind a camera. Nowadays, you could even incorporate an AI, an avatar, if you wanted to. Wow! There's lots of technology out there that makes things much easier for you on how to do your YouTubes and have a different perspective, have a different approach. Give it a try. I remember the first time I uploaded a video. Oh my God, stomach cramps, just really feeling bad about it. Just pushed a button, loaded it up, and then just waited. I was so worried. I was worried what my friends would think, what my family would think. I barely told anybody that I was doing this, because I was just like, oh no, I don't want them to know. I don't want anybody at work to know. I'm just going to keep this quiet. Just start with something. What did I start with? I started with onions. I know, you can laugh. You can laugh. Yes, yes, yes. I started with onions. I did a little video on how you start your onions and how you plant the seeds, yada, yada, yada. Yep. That was me. That's what I did. And then I followed through because I wanted to follow through to show what happened at the end of the season. And yes, I did get some really beautiful, great onions out of that. So I was really happy with myself. But yes, I started with what I love, which is gardening. I talked to everybody about gardening. I enjoy doing it. It's an activity that I find very peaceful and I like doing it. So why not? I read about it. I buy magazines. I watch lots of YouTubes on that. So why not share that? So that was my channel. And as you can see, that's the channel I'm on. It's called Plant Etc., of course. And yes, I do gardening videos. So what have I learned in the last year that I've been doing this? I've learned that done is better than perfect, for sure. I've also learned that you just need to start, take the plunge, do it. If you keep waiting, keep editing yourself, keep writing things down a little too long, you're not going to get there. One thing is, yes, you can research. Of course, if you're interested in something you want to research, you want to make sure you're pretty good at it. But just remember, your first video is not going to be that great, no matter how hard you try. I mean, of course, if you're already a video editor or some kind of super duper photographer, then yeah, different story maybe. But if you're just a regular person, just go ahead and do it. Just talk to the camera or stay behind the camera like I do. You know, I don't go in front of the camera. That was one of the fears that I had. This is how I approach it. This is what works for me, is being the voice instead of being right in front of the camera. So find whatever method works for you. Some people just show their hands. They do a cooking thing or the gardening thing and they just show their hands, or they don't show it at all. I've watched lots of videos, lots of YouTubes where people just are walking and showing their town. You never see them. You just hear the footsteps and that's it. And I love those quiet, tranquil kind of videos. So find what works for you. Amongst that, you will find your niche. So don't worry about it at first. Just get going, just get started. The reality is that the first video you upload, it's not going to be very popular. I mean, you might get lucky and it might just break the internet, but don't bet on it. So you're going to watch it, you're going to see how many likes, how many views you get, but don't get stuck on that. Remember that that first video is just the beginning of the step. But as you go along too, don't tie yourself and keep going, oh my God, I only got 30 views, or I only got 5 views, or I only got 10 views. Remember that it's real, but it's not really real. It is something that you're doing. That's all it is. Okay? So don't tie your self-worth to how many views you get, or how many likes you get, or how many thumbs up you get, or how many comments you get. It has nothing to do with that. It's just you keep producing and eventually you will get there. I know what you're going to say. Whatever niche I find, it's already out there. People have been talking about it for years now. I mean, YouTube's been around for years, so it's already been said. What I have to say to you and what you need to remember is that even if something has been said 1,000 times, it has not been said by you. Yes, you. That's what makes it valuable. That's the difference. You know, sometimes we've heard that before. You kind of watch something and you've heard, you know, yeah, save your money, do a budget, do this, do that. And at some point, it just hits you across the head. You go, yeah, that makes sense to me. This particular person just said it in such a way that makes a difference for me. And that's what your voice is. Your voice is valuable. It will make a difference for somebody. Somebody out there is waiting to hear a message from you, something, a recipe from you, a way of doing something, even if it's a way of doing your taxes. I bet you somebody out there is just waiting for that, and they'll hear it from you and it will make sense to them. And for some reason, everybody else has been saying it to them, but didn't make sense, didn't hit them across the head, but yours did. They got the message from you. So don't let that go to waste. Think about it. Give it a try. Make sure you give it a try this year. Give YouTube a try. I know that right now, as you said, there's lots of other other platforms out there. Instagram, Facebook, of course. And by the time I load up this video, who knows what's going on with TikTok. But you know, YouTube is there. You can do shorts, you can do long, whatever you feel comfortable with doing, give it a try. You can, like I said, do a tour of your town as your first video. Maybe something about your work. What do you do for work? Maybe a book that you read, something that you're interested in or that you got during the holidays and you've been reading and enjoying. Maybe share that for a minute or two and see how it goes. But make it, do it, go. Do it, just give it a try this year. You know, I'm grateful for everybody that's watched all my videos and everybody that's commented on them. So I'd love to see that you've done something too this year, and maybe we will grow together. So enjoy, have fun, and happy gardening. I'll see you in the next one.